collective, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle. I wanted to do a timeless reading. Happens to be whenever you come across it. I'm filming this on September 1st, which is Labor Day 2025. I don't know, I felt attracted to my talisman oracle cards, and I got 5 cards from us. For us, we have the defense card, which shows a Scorpio, the elixir of life, growth energy, creativity, and at the bottom of the deck we have Luna, the moon. So the message that I got was, it's a time to defend and protect what is yours and the energy you direct towards the people, situations, and projects you want to see growth in. Your creative energy is valuable, and how you use it to connect to others, to love, to express compassion to others is important, you know. But you have to protect your energy from the matters that don't add value to your life. So don't direct your energy towards things that are unimportant, that don't bring value to your life, don't bring substance, and won't be valuable in your personal growth. You know, it's time to direct your energy towards goals and desires that align with your life purpose. Your dreams at this time may be prophetic, and that's with the Luna card, and they may be telling you something that may defy logic, that may defy reason, you know. But there may be some nugget of information or inspiration within your dreams that's going to help you figure out a way to better protect yourself, better protect your life force, and how you direct your energy towards things that you want to see growth in and that involve your creativity. So this can have to do with your solar plexus chakra, as well as your sacral chakra. You know, this is about being confident but protective, being grounded, but also, you know, being logical, but also seeing that something seemingly impossible can happen, having that faith, 222, as I'm saying that. So that's the talisman messages. I want to see what other messages I get. Let's see what I feel inclined to use. I want to pause the video, hold on. Okay, so I wanted to go to the surrender, the power of surrender cards, and see what you need to surrender at this time. That's for your highest and greatest good. This reading is for the collective, and it's meant for whenever you have to come across it. But I am filming this in September, on September. In my mind, I was thinking about Surrender September. It's about releasing, letting go what doesn't serve you, laying down old burdens, not allowing other people to drain you energetically, surrendering and going with the flow in certain situations that you don't have any control with or control over. It's about release, let go. And we're almost near the full moon. It's going to be the full moon in Pisces. So it's interesting that we got the Luna card, because Luna, the moon, is a Piscean card, and according to tarot, I read it as the Cancer card as well, but I feel like it could also be Pisces, since we're going to have a full moon in Pisces. So that may be significant to you in some way. You may have Pisces in your chart. We're currently in Virgo season though. So, you know, Virgo is earthly. It's about being grounded, stable, practical, secure, even perfection in a way, but in a realistic way. But with Pisces energy, Pisces is very dreamy. They fantasize, very intuitive, creative, watery, emotional, that type of energy. Okay, the first card we have is surrender your fear of intimacy. You're ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So some of you may be keeping up your defense systems when it comes to matters of the heart, especially when it comes to intimacy. Some of you may be in a connection where you are afraid to give in. You're afraid to be vulnerable with someone, but I feel like you can allow this person in, but of course maintain a level of boundaries to protect yourself and protect your energy. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? else, Spirit? I think that was it. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So it could be that, you know, maybe you are in this place where you're trying to fix yourself. You may be trying to heal yourself, or the person that you may be dealing with may be in the middle of trying to fix themselves and heal themselves. Maybe you want to be a part of that healing process with them, and you have been trying to, but ultimately it's up to the person, you know, because it is their own life. And that free will, of course, is a hand. You know, we are responsible for our own actions, and the same way another person is responsible for theirs. Now we have for surrender to, we have surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So some of you may be wanting to have, you know, like direct a situation a certain way. And it could be within a relationship itself, or it could just be other parts of your life. But there may be things that are beyond your control that you need to release. You know, stop directing your energy towards controlling something, but apply it to sort something or things that you can control, like things you can create, things you can manifest. You're, you know, bettering yourself, improving your health, taking care of your home, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, you know. Because we have surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent a burnout, slow down. I'm going to see if I could get the glare off. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for a quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So if you've been feeling the urge to take time off to sleep, to rest, to not do anything, to be lazy, it's absolutely normal. Especially, I was reading something. Oh, no. It was a video I saw, and I mentioned it in the video I posted earlier today. Someone mentioned the karma, like if you're closing out a karmic cycle, some of you may be wanting to rest, to sleep, you know, you don't feel lazy. You don't feel as motivated to prove yourself to someone or prove yourself to something, you know, and that may be because you're closing out a cycle. You've been frustrated, you've been angry, you've been resentful, and that's what's turning the corner for you, helping you break a karmic cycle. If that's the case, you know your situation more than I do, but if that's the case with you, and I'm bringing it up because of the beauty, surrender to rest, I don't know, that's first out of beauty, but surrender to rest and sleep. You know, you may be feeling a bit lethargic, maybe drained emotionally, physically, energetically, and it's time for you to take time for yourself, to take care of yourself, you know, and, you know, let spirit work its magic while you rest. You know, this is about releasing control, you know, trusting in faith. Trusting and having faith in spirit, trusting and having faith in God, that things will work out the way they're meant to. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Surrender to your soul's path. I mentioned that, you know, in the Elixir of Life, it's about your life's purpose and how you're directing your life, you know, how you're living your life, because that's what basically it is. You know, our life has a purpose. You know, we all have a purpose in our life. You know, it could be to do something that is of a small scale or a larger scale. You don't have a larger or smaller scale impact on somebody. But it says your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. And then we have the growth of energy. This is about personal growth. You know, not your growth with other things, but your growth within yourself and how you project yourself. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Every lesson teaches you who you are, who you're not, what you want and what you don't. You know, there is information and something to be learned with every lesson, other than, oh, then somebody's this way or I'm that way. But it's about, like, how do you want to be? Who do you want to be around? What are you allowing in? Are you creating boundaries? You know, what are your standards? What do you value? You know, does it align with me? Does that person align with me? Does that project align with me? Does this environment align with me? Does this belief system align with me? It's a matter of you choosing your own direction, but as long as it aligns with you. So, okay, so that's that with the surrender cards. Let's see. That goes there. All right. Let's see what else we get. Let's get a sword and a light oracle card. Whoopsie. Oh, not too much of a mess. What messages does the collective need to know at this time, Spirit? What messages does the collective need to know at this time, Spirit? That's for our highest and greatest good. Okay, my card's upside down. Okay. What messages does the collective need to know at this time? Okay, we gotta have 3 cards, which is what I like. Okay, 33. This is a blessing disguised. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. It's interesting that I said it's like what I said about trusting, resting, letting spirit do his thing, not getting in the way. Change is coming. 7. Change is coming. I am here to guide you through the exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. So number 7 may be significant to you. Then we have 18. Let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connection to the past so you can embrace the future. 11. Make a wish. And 14, have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So this is the Archangel Sword of Light Oracle deck. So these are messages from Archangel Michael. You know, everything is going to happen for a reason. It's time for you to surrender control, surrender into what changes are coming, what evolutions, whatever the situation may be evolving into. Don't be afraid. Trust that things will work out the way they're meant to, and they may work out even better than you expected. It's interesting that these cards came out and it aligns with what I'm saying from the surrender cards. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can get for you. Anything else? You know what? This is coming. This is turning out to be an oracle reading. Sorry, I'm a little like... This is turning out to be an oracle reading. So if some of you are having, you've experienced some hardships, you have inner child wounds. I went into the inner child oracle deck. This deck is so beautiful. I don't use it a lot. I don't think I've used it. I used it less than a handful of times on my channel, but it's so beautiful. Okay, we got 1 card. Let's see what else comes out. I'm gonna do a couple more shuffles. 1. Let's see if anything comes out. No, nothing came out. The card that we have is connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. That's number 9. Connect to eternity within. Let me get the book. The reason I love these cards, look at the back. I love the moon, and I love the way the moon is illustrated. So beautiful. The artwork is so beautiful. Very beautiful. Very good and very nice deck. Well, that could be... sorry, we're keeping this reading serious. Sorry. 9. Connect to eternity within. Within us lies hundreds of worlds, thousands of lives, and millions of possibilities. We are infinite, stretching forever into the expanse of the universe. As beings of stardust and stunned fire, we carry eternity within us. It's in our remembrance of our essence that we find stillness and a peace that extends past the borders of time. If you have pulled this card, it is time to connect with that eternity once more. Take some time today to go into your inner worlds and connect with the expanse of the divine. So it has an exercise. It says to find a quiet place with minimal distractions, light a few candles, burn some incense, crystals if you have any, utilize crystals if you have any, and turn on some uplifting instrumental music and go inward. Start by visualizing the love at the center of your being. See that love enveloping you, surrounding you with its warm golden light. Feel the heat of that love kiss you upon the cheek and squeeze you tight in its arms. Let yourself melt into this love and become one one with the divine expanse of all that is and all that will be. And then it gives you a journal prompt. When you hear the word divine, what emotions do you feel inside of you? Is there anything that might be stopping you from fully receiving unconditional love or experiencing the wonder of the divine? So I like that card. In the bottom of the deck, it has go inward. It says 16. That's at the bottom of the deck. See, there's a butterfly there. Butterflies are about transformation. Some of you may be seeing white feathers, as well as butterflies, blue butterflies, maybe even monarch, like the orange and black ones. Maybe seeing butterflies of different colors that you may not, that may be a little bit rare. I would say 16, go inward. One powerful way to reconnect with your inner child can be through visualization. This is the practice of seeing your mind's eye while your physical eyes are closed. This practice can be a bit tricky for some in the beginning. So if you have never tried working with visualization, do not worry if it is a slow process. You will get there in the end. In this exercise, focus on allowing your inner child to come through your mind's eye. Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably with minimal distractions. Once you are ready and your eyes are closed, allow your focus to travel inward toward your center. As you allow your focus to drift inward, your inner child will slowly come to you. Once they do, let them be as they are. Even if there are aspects of them that you would like to change, embrace them. Listen to whatever they might have to say and shower them with love and affection. If you are struggling to turn your focus within yourself, the Becoming Aware Body Scan exercise on page 11 can help you. So that's a different exercise. There's a journal prompt. What feelings arise for you when you talk with or visualize your inner child? Do you feel love and joy, apprehension, or anxiety? Ask yourself why you might feel this way whenever you meet with your inner child. I really like this deck. Oh, this is another one. Oh my God, I have to read this card because the go inward card, it talked about going within, using your mind's eye to visualize your inner child, the child you used to be, because our inner child is the child we used to be. It's the child that may have been forced to hide because there were expectations that needed to be met. We weren't allowed to be our full authentic selves because when we are children, we are unfiltered. But then, of course, society, family, culture can influence us and kind of stifle the authentic person that we are, that we would be, and our inner child is the most innocent, most pure, and aspect of ourselves that some of us may look at as negatively because of how we were told we were behaving as we were children. I hope that makes sense. But the thing is, I mentioned mind's eye. Use your mind's eye to visualize your inner child. But then we have this: be present, find clarity in the moment, and it has an eye there. So this is the reason why I'm going to read this card. I'm not going to read the exercise or the prompt. I'm just going to read the message. I'm going to hold the whole deck because I don't want to see what card is underneath. Okay, be present. Find your clarity in the moment. One powerful way to connect with your inner child can be through visualization. No, sorry, I'm reading the same thing over again. Sorry. Okay, let's see. All right. I'm going to turn the deck over and just take that card out. The only time we possess is the time we are presently in. While it's prudent to plan for the future and wise to remember the past, the present is where our life truly resides. If we outsource our happiness to future plans or past memories, then we lose the gift of the present day. In the end, our life will amount to the collection of our many small moments, the moments of the everyday. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to focus on what's in front of you now. Let go of the past and surrender to the future, but be present in this moment. What someone says, if you're depressed, you're focused on the past. If you're feeling anxious, it's because you're worried about the future. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know. This moment right now is what we have to be appreciative of. This is where we have to be present in this moment right now, because the next minute is going to be another moment. And I posted a video. It was a short that I found on it was a reels I found on Instagram, and it's about being in this moment, in this present moment. Think about how you feel, what you smell, what do you value, who's with you at this time. Do you want them to be with you in the next moment? Do you want them to be with you in the future? But it's about being in this moment right now. Focus on this moment. Be present. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. And I'm wishing you a wonderful day, evening, afternoon ahead. Take care. Bye.